Welcome to Homestead Reptile. Today is going to be a different episode. So, Underground Reptile was caught doing something a little naughty. So, they believe in lily to lily pairings. Now, I spotted this comment about this post on my gecko group. They're saying, I can't believe someone said, I can't believe Underground Reptile is doing this. So, it's like, I got to check this out for myself. So, I spotted it on Facebook and I spotted it on their Instagram. So as we're watching this video, so they took this video down within a few hours. So they were talking about in-house, they breed lily whites to lily whites, and they were showing off the offspring from these pairings. And I personally, I'm going to be a bit mean. I think these geckos are mid-level, so they're not super nice geckos. They're not the best looking lily whites. And of course, you're not going to get a high expression lily white by pairing these things together to begin with, because pairing two lily whites together, 25% of the babies are just going to be duds. They're going to be dead. So they'll hatch out of the egg and die a few hours later. Maybe they'll linger for a day. Or they don't even hatch out. So people commented on their post about why in the world they thought this was a good idea. And Underground Reptile, to defend themselves, said, you know what? Google is not right all the time. You can't believe everything Google says. It's like, Google's not telling you that lily white genes together are fatal. It's the massive amount of research and breedings that the past breeders have done. So lily white, when they first came out with the morph came out, they found that it is an incomplete dominant trait and that 2 copies of the gene is fatal. 25% of the babies will not even make it. So from that day forth, no ethical crested gecko breeder will pair lily whites to lily whites. It is not worth it. It is wrong. 25% of the babies are just going to die. It's just something that should not ever be done. And Underground Reptile was very, very blatant in the fact that they do it. They felt good about doing it. They felt good about defending themselves doing it. But maybe not so much because they deleted that post very, very, very quickly. So these are kind of my thoughts in a nutshell. So they were blatant about doing it, and very nonchalant. So that makes me think they have a history of doing it, and they think it's all right. And also pairing 2 lily whites together, there's no purpose. You're not going to make a higher white gecko. You're just going to breed 25% babies that are going to die. So you take a high white gecko to a high white gecko and keep breeding it back with your lily white, and you'll get a better looking gecko. Or Underground Reptile is a huge, huge company. They could have bought better looking geckos and then worked them into their projects. So I am not letting them slide because they are a massive company. They know what they were doing. They are not a newbie who has a handful of geckos who's just starting out. It's not a kid. It's not a teenager. It's a massive corporation who is doing this. So it is very wrong. It shines them in an incredibly bad light as unethical breeders. So I had no bones to pick with them originally. Didn't really care. But now it's like you need to not, personally for me, I would not suggest anyone buy any geckos from them. I would be concerned about what's actually going on with them. They already have bad practices with the lily to lily white pairing. We all know in the crested gecko hobby that you should not do this. Your average pet owner knows not to pair lilies to lily. That's how well known this information is. It is super, super well documented. You can see tons of lethal lily babies that died in the egg, tons and tons of pictures of it. There are people that will secretly do it, but they won't say anything about it because they know how bad it will look on them. It's bad practices. It's super, super bad. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't ever purposely breed a lily white to a lily white because, again, 25% of the babies are going to die. It's wrong. Like and subscribe and leave a comment.